The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video... So that one overturned. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
This is unbelievable.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Elliott. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. The give is to Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott from the gun. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught. Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
On third down, it's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. To throw is Prescott. And this is a rocket pulled in by Cooper, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. On play action, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. This defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a return will stop right around the 25. That's certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. A give. This is Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. And this belongs to the Vikings. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that 1st down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the 1st down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And down inside the 15 he goes. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. And he's got Hurst as tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41.
Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott steps away to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And it's 21-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Taking it about the 1. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, here's Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, it's Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Throwing, Cousins.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give them just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
Back to throw here. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Zerline now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now. It's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They run it again with Cook. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48.
Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
You
now for the point after. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
With that run, double-check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott off play action. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
To the air again, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Here's Prescott. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah. Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Cousins now. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. On 2nd down, Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this belongs to the Vikings. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cameron Wake make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Here's Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3.